the future of the world depends on what happens in African cities. And I think the opportunity to enable African cities to tackle the real life challenges, for example, a world moving into 1.5 degrees of overshoot, should in fact draw funders and support agencies around the cause of African urbanisation, not only as an opportunity for the continent to step forward, but indeed to tackle some of the big global challenges.
By 2050, 1 in 4 people in the world will be African. The scientific consensus is clear. A 1.5 degrees Celsius overshoot, even temporary, will unleash devastating consequences, disproportionately impacting vulnerable regions like Africa. And what we know today isn't enough to fully prepare for these uncertain futures. Yet, we must prepare, innovate, and adapt.
We need to imagine and reimagine the future, thinking broadly about what kind of world we need to live in and how do we get towards that world.
ICLEI Africa, thanks to the support of the UMI Fund, gathered leading urban change agents from around Africa to step back from the day-to-day and grapple with the uncertain futures facing the continent. Together, they envisioned fair transitions in African cities as pathways to navigate these complex futures.
We have good examples of what a fair transition can be. However, we work a lot in silos. We often are not able to institutionalize them.
During this immersive, 2-day visioning process, we explored probable, aspirational, and unfamiliar futures of African cities and how to unlock change collaboratively.
We need more processes like this that allow for us to imagine what it could look like so that we can start to create forward-thinking futures, visions of where we can take the African city.
Using futures thinking tools, we broke boundaries, dismantled held beliefs, challenged assumptions, and explored new ways of anticipating, shaping, and adapting to African urban futures.
Changes that need to be made mean that we can't proceed with a cautious or incremental approach.
In Lagos, we do nothing. The cost of inaction for us will be between $33 billion and $39 billion. However, we need about $9 billion to implement projects that would help us address these issues.
We need to involve the youth. We need to apply indigenous knowledge. Our current business-as-usual approaches are not fit for purpose. Our options are diminishing while the cost of inaction is rising.
Local governments, private sector, the civil society, we've got to work together to come up with a collective ingenuity that will contribute to designing and bringing to life the cities that Africa deserves.
African change agents come in diverse forms, from diverse settings. And with the necessary support, are best placed to confidently and competently drive locally appropriate fair transitions and contribute to fair transitions of our continent.